Hey gang, I thought about blogging, but you know what? Nobody reads anymore. And so I've been having some thoughts, and I thought I would share the thoughts that I'm having today in video form. But even though it's like my office and it's just me, you're not having to read. If I were to title this, I would title it On Humility. James, in his book in the New Testament, writes this: God gives grace generously. As the scriptures say, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. He then later on says, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up. You know, if there's one thing that's missing right now in our political discourse, if there's one thing that's missing, on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, if there's one thing that's missing from those of us who have public platforms and speak on behalf of Jesus and his church, it's humility. This ancient idea wherein we think of others as being higher up than us. The word used in the Greek in the New Testament for this attitude of humility is the word used to describe the attitude that the slaves had. Oh yeah, I'm just down here and y'all are all up higher than me. I had the privilege as a young man of studying with some very famous evangelicals. I mean, people like Carl F. H. Henry or I. Howard Marshall. And you would meet these guys, and they were humble. They didn't think of themselves as rock stars. Now, maybe in the days of Facebook and whatnot, it's not possible anymore, but didn't matter if you were a graduate student, didn't matter if you were a freshman, they treated you like you were the president of Christianity Today International. They were just humble. And because they were so humble, you wanted to spend time with them. You wanted to hang out with them like they were awesome sauce because they oozed humility. You know, Jesus had that same attitude, by the way. Jesus was God in the flesh. I mean, if anybody could have showed up on the scene and gone, hey, baby, I'm it on a stick. It's all about me. Woo! And had a placard and a band and a presidential motorcade. I mean, it was Jesus. And yet Paul tells us that even though he was God, he didn't count it as something to grab hold of. He let go. He took on the form and the attitude of a servant. Maybe that's why people loved hanging around Jesus. So all I'm saying is that maybe all of us, the next time we're going to make a Facebook post and talk about those people, the next time we're going to engage with someone and we're going to think to ourselves, man, you're what's wrong with America and everything else, maybe, just maybe, we could have a little humility. Paul says this: don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Still good advice.